16 months after being approved by New Jersey voters, adult-use recreational marijuana is finally being sold in the Garden State. And in New York, it's legal, but actual legal sales may not start for half a year or more. But make no mistake, this is big business.
Serious amount of money here.
These licenses traded for $50–60 million in New York, and 200 and something million we just heard recently, because they can make that back in a few months.
Both insiders see huge prospects for recreational marijuana, and analyst Sloan Barber agrees.
In an industry that's going to grow to $100 billion.
That's per year by the end of the decade. But right now,
billions and billions of dollars of commerce currently take place in New York.
What's being built is the legal marijuana market on top of a long-standing foundation.
The underground legacy market, the illicit market, has been robust for decades.
But those profits have come with a price.
For consuming a plant, now you're in a cell with a murderer, with a rapist.
Vlad Bautista is the co-founder of the cannabis-related event and lifestyle brand Happy Monkey. Before starting his company, he was at the receiving end of New York's severe drug laws.
It's only right that people like myself that were arrested over 20 times for consuming cannabis get the right and the access to try to participate in this market that we built.
His were among the nearly 100,000 marijuana arrests in New York City in the 90s alone. New Jersey averaged 2,000 arrests a month until voters made recreational cannabis legal last year.
Because again, the barriers, especially for people of color to enter this industry, are ginormous.
The Garden State has committed to having both licenses and profits for cannabis sales go to what are called impact zones. These are communities, mostly of color, that have been directly impacted by the criminalization of marijuana. So far, though, only the largest corporate cannabis companies have been approved for sales licenses.
So they will be making a lot of money.
And in New York,
I'm like the David going up against all the Goliaths. You're gonna need millions of dollars.
New York State is doing something very innovative, $200 million fund to help social equity applicants open.
$50 million comes from cannabis taxes and fees. The other $150 million from private cannabis companies.
On the flip side of that, if they don't believe in the people behind these stores, I don't think they will be as successful.
Bautista foresees a need for bigger companies that already sell cannabis to team up with small business people like him. That, he says, is how to entice more cannabis users in the city. So where are some of those legacy users going for their pot? For starters, Massachusetts.
I would say probably half of our customers, every week, every month, driving up just to come buy legal cannabis.
And even if more people who want to buy cannabis stay in the city when dispensaries open, there's more than enough business outside of the city.
I think it's going to be as big or even bigger in terms of ecotourism.
Just like you do in Napa. So I sort of see that as the future for that region. Hudson Valley, with Berkshire County, Litchfield County, that whole area. Once cannabis is legal in the region, will do a lot to both help those local farmers, but bring, agricultural tourism.
James Ford, Pix 11 News.